Hey guys, thanks for checking this out. We got another sweet knife here. This is the Buck 503 Prince, and it is a folding knife. Real nice knife. It's real similar to the Buck 55. If you've ever seen the 55, the one big difference between this and the 55 is this is actually like a drop point blade here, whereas the 55 has it kind of comes up like this, like a typical buck knife. It's more of a clip point. This is your standard drop point. Same exact size though as the 55. One of the other differencing features, this one has silver bolsters and almost like a rosewood, but it's not. I don't think this is rosewood. It's more of a just your standard wood grain on this one. This knife doesn't have a clip. It weighs about 2 ounces, and the total blade length is 2.5 inches, and the length closed is about almost 4 inches, and total length you're looking at about roughly 6 inches. It feels good in the hand though. Like I said before, this is a lockback mechanism right here. You can see how that works right there. You just push that down and it releases. If you want to lock it, you just flip it. Real solid design. I like the lockbacks. They seem to hold up really well over time. I'll try to give you a close-up look here inside. That's what it looks like inside. It's hard to see, but there's a pin, so when you click this button, that releases it on the inside there. It allows it to go down. As you can see, the design of this, there really isn't any liners. You just have these nickel pieces right here, which are the bolsters, and they make up the knife. There's 2 of them right there, and then you have the pin for the lockback, and then the blade. Type of steel on this knife is their good quality 420 HC stainless steel. This is what they use on pretty much all of their Buck 110s and a lot of their other knives. It's a really good quality knife. Sharpness out of the box is unmatched. This is an extremely sharp knife. I'll try to get you some close-ups of the blade here. Just extremely sharp out of the box. Buck does, if you've seen some of my other videos, you know I didn't sharpen this. That's what the actual blade looks like straight from the factory. You can see it's super sharp. It's not even polished, but that'll cut a lot of hair. I'll just show you. Yeah, you can see this is a sharp knife. So yeah, it's gonna do a really good job. It's got a hollow grind. This is hollow ground. I like that. It's a pretty decent. It's pretty decent. That's what Buck does with a lot of theirs. They do a hollow grind. There are no coatings on the blade. It's just your standard satin finish on the blade. And the handle again is your wood grain handle, and it's got 2 pins here that lock on the handle pieces. And then the way that these bolsters are attached, you can almost see where they put the pins. There's 1 pin there, 1 pin there, and then 1 pin there. So if you ever want to take it apart, you have to pound those pins all the way through. This is a knife that's kind of like, think of it as a gentleman's knife. You carry it with you in dress pants. It's not a real big knife. In fact, it's quite a bit smaller than say the Buck 110. I'll give you a comparison. I'll give you a few different comparisons so you can just see. This is your buck 110, 503, and then I'll show you the 55 just so you can see how close it is. Here's the buck 55 right there. So you got all three of your standard knives. These are exactly the same weight, the 503 prints and the 55. As you can see, the difference now between the two blades. This is your standard clip point on the 55, and then you got your drop point blade on the 503. They're exactly the same. They're exactly the same size, though. Actually, you know, if you look at them, you know, pretty much identical knives. If I had to pick which one I like better, I don't know. I've carried this one. I've carried the 55 around a lot more than I have the 503, but I like the drop point on the 503. But you can use this just as a good backup carrying knife. What else can I tell you? This knife does come in other variations. I've seen different steels, and I've seen a lot of custom liners. I've seen different types of liners and scales on these. So if you do some looking, you can find quite a few different scales that can be used on these or that are selling. This knife comes with the Buck Forever warranty. If anything ever goes wrong, just return it. They will fix it. Another nice thing that I like a lot about this one is it's been made in the USA. So you know that the craftsmanship, the materials, everything is done top notch. Everything made in the USA from Buck is really good. The fit in the hand on this one fits well. If you have you know, big hands, it still fits well. It's easy to open, it's easy to close. It's just a really nice knife. I really like it. I would recommend it to anybody. If anybody has any questions or just other comments or anything else, this is just a good everyday carry knife. If you don't want a knife that's too big, that'll do a really good job for you. Again, this is the Buck 503 Prince, and let me know if you like it. Thanks, you guys. Have a great day.